Means local officials think your life could be in danger. You need to listen to them. This hurricane season, get a plan. Go to floridadisaster.org and get your plan today.
This message is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Tune in for the Concierge Men's Wellness Show, Fridays at 5:30 p.m. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, this is Faith. Welcome to the Faith Washington Show. We will discuss life, business, leadership, family, and fun, and what happens when your view of the world expands. A wide variety of guests will provide insight on how they do business, family, and leadership in their lives. So now, here's today's show. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Faith Washington Show. I'm Faith Washington, and we are live on Facebook, Periscope, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app, WWNN. Tonight, folks, I'm so excited. I have Mary Wong on my show. She is a local, amazing female icon. And I just can't tell you how honored I am. And I want to say, happy birthday, Kate Volman.
Yes. Happy birthday, Kate.
I know you're out there celebrating, girly. Wish you were here, but it's all good. And we also have Melissa Perlman. Hi. And she works with Mary. And just so those of you who do not know, Mary Wong is the president of the Listen, Learn, Care Foundation. And she was with Office Depot, and left that organization in 2017, and she had served as the president of the Office Depot Foundation, which was founded in 2006. Oh my gosh, there's just so much to say. This woman does everything. So I'm going to kind of let her explain, because I have to tell you something. I have to calm down. I'm so excited to have her here, and you guys have no idea what we talked about. There is a symposium coming up on May 3rd and 4th for women. You have to go. It's out at the, what's it called? The Seminole Casino. And let me tell you something. They're treating you all like rock stars, like queens, because we are queens. Are we not queens?
Well, of course we are. We're queen bees.
That's right. Oh, we're queen bees. Mary Wong is the queen bee. And so, Mary, please just give us a little bit of brief background about what you've done and who you are, how you got here.
Yeah, I think in life you don't get to say that often that you get to do for a job what you truly love. And that it's a job. And for me, this isn't a job. I truly get to do something every day I wake up, and I love what I do. And it's something that has taught me how do you live your life better. And so I am the president of the Listen, Learn, Care Foundation. It was formerly known as the Office Depot Foundation. And in 2017, Office Depot decided to change the way that they wanted to do their giving program. And so we separated. And so we changed to really our name to reflect our mission, which was Listen, Learn, Care. Pretty simple, and I love it.
Love that.
And it's really about that we listen to our community so that we can help where we're needed, and not just here, but all across the country. Our cornerstone program is really our backpack program. And our backpack program started, and this year will reflect our 4 millionth backpack that we'll be giving out.
4 million? Mm-hmm. 4 million backpacks? Are you kidding?
Yeah, and then really what the focus areas that we reflect on is that, and really sustainability for nonprofits, and
wait, hold on. Sustainability for nonprofits, something that we spoke about before the show, and I don't think any of you out there really get this or understand it, but I'm going to bring it to light that nonprofit organizations are a business. They need funds to operate. If you want your community to be better, It's not about paying taxes. It's about giving to the nonprofit organizations that your heart is tweaked to give to. So if it's whatever it may be, backpacks, you must be a willing participant to that.
I think that for us, when we did our leadership forum, which just ended a few weeks ago, the idea behind it is really to help those small nonprofits, mid-sized to small nonprofits,
Right.
so that they can help themselves, to give them a hand up in the sense that they are going to be able to be sustainable, so that they can grow to be bigger. And many of these nonprofits struggle. They run on 80% volunteerism, and they need to know how do they do what the big ones do, but on very little dollars. And so what we do is bring in speakers from all over the country, and they learn what's available to them. This year's was all pretty much on technology and how do you effectively communicate what you do. And for
Absolutely, because guess what? The attention is in your hand. It's in your phone. How many of you are watching this by your phone?
right.
I know they are. I know you are.
So if you have somebody that's in front of you, you said something very important. You basically have to be able to, it's got to be something that tweaks your heart.
Right.
It has to be something that somebody's going to fall in love with. And it's different for everybody. You know, mine might be for pets. Somebody else might be for something else. But whatever it is, you have to be able to capsize on that. And so how do you do that effectively? And so to do that. So that's what that's about. And then we have a program that we do, which is the Difference Maker Movement, which is about using businesses, nonprofits, and individuals, and basically how do we all work together to make social impact, and doing it together in collaboration. And it's a membership-based it's membership-based, and we have over 100 members within the community. We launched it last year to try and put it together for a pilot, and we're going to roll it out for national.
Pretty good for just starting last year.
Right. We
kidding?
wanted to see, and the founding members have been wonderful at giving us feedback. What did we have to do to tweak it?
Right.
And that's what we did. And so then we're going to roll it out next. So it's called the Difference Maker Movement.
Wow.
And then the other piece that we're very much about, and I think the thing that it really is near to our hearts, is women. And it's really women entrepreneurship and being...
you know that's my thing.
But I think it's deeper than that, Faith. I
entrepreneurs.
think it's really about women, about letting them know, because some women aren't in business, and it's for them to be able to get out. So with that, from our women's symposium last year, or it was actually 3 years ago, after we had the symposium, the women were so engaged by it. They still wanted to keep meeting. So they said, Mary, can we have something where we don't lose this energy? And I said, well, what is that? And they said, well, I don't know. Can you think? And I was like, well, I'll think of something. So every second Wednesday of the month, we have an event called Wing Women. And we have speakers that come in.
Wait, hold on. Second Wednesday of every month. Okay, and where you guys meet?
At the Junior League in Boca Raton.
It's in the Junior League in Boca Raton, the second Wednesday of every month. Wing Women meet. Okay.
And then we put it out on Facebook. We put it out and it's out on all the social media as to who's going to be our speaker. And we have dinner. And we have a networking. We have a little bit of vendors there, but more importantly, we just have a great deal of fun. And these
it's called fun.
Yeah.
You get out. You get out and have fun.
And that's the key.
With quality people.
With quality people.
Yes.
And I think what we said tonight was you find this circle of friends that
A tribe. It's your tribe. The Vibe Tribe. See, that's my trademark. It's your Vibe Tribe.
And we have women that drive in from Miami that are coming, and so I'm so very proud to say that we get them from all 3 counties that
Love
come,
it.
and they come in because this is the night. We have a woman that says, "I tell my husband, I don't care what you got going on. This is my Wednesday.
I gotta go.
I
Bye-bye.
gotta go."
Thanks for playing. You're gonna watch the kids.
So that's kind of what we do. So that's our programs, and then the women's symposium is truly our baby.
Okay, folks, seriously, this is coming up May 3rd and 4th, and I want you to please, please, please go online. You can go to listenlearncare.org/women symposium. Please, please, please go register. Mary has created girlfriend tables. In other words, you get a discount if you can get how many women together?
So what we decided is we wanted everybody to be able to go because the speakers are amazing.
They're phenomenal. What, the roster?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Wendy Bloom, Alexa Carlin, Anthony Francis, Felicia Hatcher, let's see, Stacey Hyland, Lisa LaJoie, Jess Ostroff, Connie Phelan, Karen Pfeffer, Minna Shah, Kate Volman. Hi, Kate. Mary's going to be speaking. Folks, you got an all-star lineup that is going to motivate you and bring you out of your comfort zone. Because you know what? No growth is happening in your comfort zone. You need to step outside of that, and you're queen bee of doing that. And you allow these women to feel loved when they're going through the hard times and even the great times.
Well, I think that it's, I think we talked a little bit about the fact that on something like this, first, the tables, I just want to tell you, is that we created the tables so that everybody could go. So if you buy a table of 10, rather than the $2.99 price, you can get it for $1.99.
Okay,
so
that's a steal deal for 10 people. Really? $200, 10 people. $20
but wait till I tell you what the
really?
casino did for us.
Okay, you guys got to hear this because this is rock star stuff. This is, you're going to go and feel like, you know what? This is so stinking good. Can we do this every 3 months?
Melissa will tell you the bags that you're going to get are amazing, but the casino is very, very generous, and they are giving you $100 to play, and they're giving you $100 to go eat wherever you'd like.
$100 to play and $100 to go eat somewhere. Wait, the casino is giving you this to each person.
It's a wash.
So do you understand this is a wash? Like everything that you're doing, you're getting more back than what you put out. Go and have fun. Invest in yourself. That's the deal. If you don't invest in you, okay, because I know how careful women are. I know how careful I am with what money I spend and where I spend it. Y'all know that because y'all do that too. So go invest in yourself. May 3rd and 4th. Please, please, please go to this event. Gather your girlfriends. Just go and have some fun. You got everything to gain from this.
Right.
Whether you live at home and you take care of your kids, or whether you're an entrepreneur and you have your own business and you just started or you've been doing it for 50 years, I don't care. Go.
Right. I think that everybody can make that excuse as to why I don't go. I don't think there's a lot of reasons to not go.
Oh, and you know why? It's that lack of self-esteem. Did I say that out loud? I did. It's that lack of self-esteem, that they don't believe in themselves. And when you go to something like this, you're going to recognize that there's so much more
right?
that you're being given internally. And when you walk away, you're going to feel great.
Yeah,
no matter
you're
what
motivated.
you do, motivated. You're going to feel inspired, engaged, and enrolled in a whole different way in your life.
And we've worked very hard to make sure that when you leave, there'll be there's that content, but more importantly, and I do want to say that you get what you put into it. So
thank you. Let's. I want to hear what you have to say about that, because this is an incredible truth that I think oftentimes even in our community is overlooked.
Well, I was talking to Wendy just a little bit about the fact that 3 years ago, I never had a coach. I never had any of that. And I decided, maybe I should do that. And it was like that whole investment in myself and, should I do that? And I was like, I used to think coaches were a bit of woo-woo kind of things. And, do you do that?
Wait, I'm a coach. Mary may think I'm woo-woo. I'm not woo-woo.
Yeah, I don't think that. Because I will tell you that who I work with really changed my life. It really changed my vision. It changed who I was. But you have to be open and willing to take that feedback.
Agreed.
And the idea behind it is you're really having somebody instead of having them edit your paper, your work, they're editing your life. You're looking at that. But what I realized too was if I'm not getting out and going to these conferences and I'm not going and doing those kind of things to expand my mind, then who is?
No one. If you aren't doing it, if you're not doing it, if I'm not doing it, then I'm not growing.
Right. And
if
so
I
it's
don't have a
making you
coach,
competitive.
Yeah. And that's not really where it's at. The whole idea is to lift others. Like we talked about that. All right. And we talked about it's never giving a handout, because if you give people a handout, you know what? They're never going to appreciate it. They don't understand it. And they're just like, oh, okay. So they learn to accept it. But if you give them a hand up, if you like the stirrup to get onto a horse or a camel, whatever it is, you give them the hand up, they never forget. And then they're able to also pay it forward.
Right. And so what we hope and what I realize is that this event is really meant for anybody, whether they're, so we consider everybody successful when they come in through that door,
Yes.
whether they're the CEO of a company already, or if they're ready to establish, whether they've never, if they haven't worked at all and they're looking to possibly go to work, or if they, quite frankly, just want to get out of the house and they want to be at something motivating and they just want to have 2 great days that they're just going to do something for themselves. They don't have to work, because the content that's here isn't just about work.
It's about everything.
It's about life.
Ladies. It's about life. It's about, it's about, We're all together. We get in a room. It's like,
And I think that the other part is, couldn't you use to get to meet somebody new and somebody that could enrich your
Friends.
life, and you get a new friend and inspire you. And I think for me, what happened for me was 3 years ago, Kate and I knew Kate when she just graduated from college, and I was her mentor and all of that stuff. And then we hadn't seen each other for many years. And then I saw her 3 years ago. I hated I didn't know anything about Facebook or any of that stuff. And Kate was like, Mary,
you got to be on Facebook.
are you kidding me? And so look what's happened to us in 3 years' time. I mean,
oh my goodness, you're everywhere.
And she
I
helped
love
me,
that.
and that's what happened for us. And we started Wing Women. We did this, and we have the show. We do all the stuff. But more importantly, I mean, a friendship reignited, and we did all of that together. And from that, I think that's the things. And I think that the biggest thing is that you end up believing in yourself. You know, there used to be a day where I could never even get up on a stage and speak. She knows this. It was very, very hard for me. It was
Okay,
like,
I really want the audience to take this in. Okay, this woman is a nationally acclaimed speaker. She's a local icon. She is amazing. Okay, I've been following her for years. Okay, and she's saying this to you, that at some point it was hard for you to get up on a stage.
Oh, I used to speak at my very first times was at the Boca Chamber, and they literally would have to have a garbage can. I would be so nervous to have to go up and
That
speak.
sounds like me throwing up.
So what I realized was that if you speak from your heart and you learn to
Authenticity.
realize who you are,
Right.
and you don't have pieces of paper that you have to speak from, and you just know what you're going to say, because if I can't tell you what I do, then I guess I shouldn't be doing it.
Right. Agreed.
Then that's how I learned how to speak.
Wow.
And I just became much more comfortable with what I was going to say.
Or maybe more comfortable with who you are.
Yes.
That's power. That's the kind of power in life that draws people to us. That's what we want to do, is draw people to us. That's the whole idea of this symposium, is these wonderful female and I think male leaders.
Yeah, we have some that come,
Yes.
and we welcome them.
Exactly. That are able to speak from their hearts and draw you in, so that you understand that there's greatness within all of us. And the whole idea is to bring that out, because it isn't about being famous. It isn't about grandstanding. It is totally and completely about loving on other people and bringing them to believe in themselves and to be their best self. That is what you stand for.
It is really what I stand for, because for me, I could not be where I'm sitting here today if it wasn't for this young lady sitting here. Has helped me more times than not.
Thank you,
and
Melissa.
for all the years I've known her, and I do this with a lot of people that support me. And I think that, I think the other thing is, I think sometimes people look and they're like, you don't have a bad day, you don't have are you kidding me?
We
There
all
are
do.
days we all do. And I think the other part is that understanding that what we're really trying to do is help each other. And so at that symposium, what we're trying to do is recognize who has helped themselves and pulled themselves up by the bootstraps and achieved their dreams. So this year, that's one of the things that we're going to do that's just a little bit different than we've done any other year, is do the I Am Your Girl Awards.
And I love that. So I Am Your Girl. It's an awards that they're going to present. Tell us about that, Mary.
Well, this we wanted to do something different because it's really it naturally had to come about, and so after it took a little bit of time. So these girls, these women, have it really worked towards achieving their dreams, and so after this will be our 4th year, these women have worked towards that. So we're announcing 3 women that have worked at building their business. And they gave up, truly gave up major things to accomplish them. But I think more importantly, it's that person that's out in the audience that's going to be looking and going, oh my God, if they did that, I think maybe
I've got to do it.
I got to do it.
Because 3 years ago, they were in the audience.
They were in the audience and they did it.
Thank you. It gives them hope. You know what? That hope. It's the hope that, you know what, we can, whatever you dream, whatever you believe in yourself, you can achieve. But it's that mindset. That's the coaching piece, okay? Life and business coach. It's that coaching piece that makes it so incredibly important. And that's really what you're doing with all these speakers and you showing up in one place. Is you guys are doing, it's like a massive download of coaching. It's a massive download of coaching. So you're investing in yourself and you're paying way less than you'd pay for real coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like one-on-one coaching is very expensive, but what you do is just so worthwhile.
And then the other part that we do is we have this thing called I Am Your Girl. And it's really, I think it's really what you said, true networking. It's where you put it up on and it's the thing where we have a board and we have they hold up their business card and they say, hi, I am your girl if you want someone to do writing. I am your girl if you want someone to do administrative assistance. And then somebody says, okay, I'd like to talk to you. And last year we actually had people get jobs. And that's
At the event.
At the event.
They were given jobs, offers, whatever.
We have an area where they can go talk to them and they can interview each other. And,
Really?
Yep. And they can go and
Okay,
let's
that's
hire them.
crazy. You have to go. I'm telling you right now, you have to show up May 3rd and 4th, please.
So to me, and then, I think the other part is that we work very hard at, truly, it's not about me. It's about you. And it's about the fact that they're there. So Carlos, my very dear friend, the
Carlos
photographer.
Aristizábal, hello. And Monica, his beautiful wife.
Yes. And,
photographer extraordinaire.
Yes. And Melissa's going to be there.
Yay.
And Kate. And they have, from a media standpoint, we feel very strongly that every attendee that's there is really the essence and the ambiance of what the symposium's about. So what they do is they create Facebook Lives, they create videos,
media.
So headshots, media,
everything.
like a little
And you get all
blurb so they
that.
could stick on their YouTube, whatever.
Branding, branding the attending. So they get the exposure.
You get exposure. Okay, folks,
Just
this is
for
free.
attending.
Listen to me. Carlos is the best of the best. And just so you know, if you get a headshot by him, it's all over. It's really good.
and it's really not the price of the symposium.
Yeah.
It adds
Actually,
to
it's
the
over. It's over
Yeah.
the price of the symposium. Thank you, Carlos.
So, but that's the event. But more importantly, I think the bigger thing is that our hope is that this is really about helping women be empowered to be successful for themselves, because it's hard. It is hard.
Agreed.
And it's that piece for them to be able to achieve whatever that dream is, because everybody's dream is just a little bit different,
Right.
and their journeys are just a little bit different, and there's going to be those bumps in the road. And how do they get over those bumps in the road? Because if you don't have that in your toolkit, you're not going to.
You won't be able to thrive.
You'll be able to
Thrive. Oh, my goodness. I just want to really quickly sort of segue because this is just killing me. All right, I'm so excited. So Mary does this really awesome, amazing thing at her home. She does two. One of them is Thrive at the Hive. In other words, you individually, I think it's 12 people that you're able to accept at her home, and they go in August and they meet and they do like personal one-on-one coaching, and there are many things that are parlayed around. And then in November, too, first or second week in November, then there's also Strive at the Hive, which is a little like next level, a little deeper, going a little more intense into the things that you need to learn about yourself. And I'm so excited. So August and November, keep these in mind, folks. 12 women. 12 women are going to be blessed. So you need to remember, keep that in mind. Okay, now, something else that we discussed that I think is, part of the importance of this is you talked about 5 stages.
Oh, yeah.
And this is like the personal end of things that we all go through. And I think it's important because it's kind of part of this symposium too, is that these women didn't get there by chance. They worked their butts off. And they also went through a lot of stuff to get there.
Yeah, I think for me, I think that, there was a lot of transition for the last 3 years.
No! 3 minutes? No! We need 3 hours. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we'll go to the 5 stages of another show.
Okay.
I'm so sad. Okay, guys, if you need a phone number, 561-430-4377, 561-430-4377 is the office number so that you can sign up for the symposium on May 3rd and 4th. And it's listenlearncare.org/Women's Symposium. You can sign up for it there. Please, please, please don't miss this. All right, I'm going to be there. Mary's going to be there. Melissa's going to be there. Kate Volman. We got a whole lineup of people, okay? So, all right. Now, tell me what you want to, something that you want to leave our audience with that's impactful.
I think that the biggest thing is that for us is that really on this piece is that the theme is life leadership lessons for the queen bee. And that lesson for anybody is really what's that lesson for you. And I've had so many lessons in life, and I think it's really to be able to invest in yourself. And for me, that investment has been one that has helped me become better and better and better. And that as I've grown older in my life, it's the stages that I've been able to enjoy all of this and to be able to take it so I can say I love what I do and that you have an impact what you do.
And you do, and the mentorship that you provide in our community on so many different levels. And I know you're not going to see those right now. You're not going to see those till everything is over.
But if I can add, I've known Mary for 15 years, and to be able to go to this event and hear her story, her personal story, her business story of how she's gotten to where she is just invaluable. And to go to this event and receive all we've spoken about, and then also get to meet Mary and hear her story and be part of her hive.
My first thing, I'm going to meet Mary.
Exactly. And be part of her hive and learn and meet other people. It's really priceless, and it should be a no-brainer.
I agree. Okay, folks, once again, listenlearncare.org/Women's Symposium. Please go online. Phone number is 561-430-4377. We are live on the Faith Washington Show tonight. Facebook, Periscope, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app, WWNN. Mary, Melissa, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
I'm thrilled. You got to show up at the symposium. Okay, it's at the casino. Thanks so much, folks. We'll see you next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Thank you. Have a great week. Bye-bye. You've been listening and watching The Faith Washington Show, where we have widened your view of the world. Our guests share their business, family, and fun life hacks to make your world better. Hope you've learned something to apply to your life and business.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the